then only one thing can settle this debate, and that is proved through an after-death experiments, which many call eschatological verification. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil karim. Wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajmain, amma ba'd. To all the brothers and sisters who are watching my video lecture at this moment, I would like to greet you in Islamic terms. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May peace, mercy and blessing be upon you all. Today, the topic of my discussion is, should I be an atheist or a believer? Which is more profitable? Proof through mathematical logic. French mathematician, philosopher and physicist Blaise Pascal spoke of a famous wager known as Pascal's wager. The main point of this argument is, since it is not possible to prove the existence or non-existence of a creator with certainty through any scientific experiment, every person in a sense participates in a bet when it comes to believing in a creator. Someone will choose that there is a creator, someone will choose that there is no creator. Mathematically, the probability of any person's being right or wrong in this case is half. It is a bit like tossing a coin, heads or tail. You will choose either side of the coin. Your probability to winning will be half. Every person chooses a position regarding the creator. It may be theism or atheism. That is a philosophical or philosophical position. It is not a scientific position because it is not possible to prove the existence or non-existence of a creator without science. Now let's see what the benefits and losses are in these two possible outcomes. If God exists, believers will be deprived of many things in this world due to following the Creator's commandments and prohibitions. That is, they will have to give up some amount of joy, entertainment and happiness. We will consider this as a loss. However, since we know that the life of this world is limited, therefore this loss to believer will be limited. And instead of this limited loss, believers will receive rewards for an infinite time after death, since the life of the hereafter is infinite. On the other hand, the unbeliever will receive a limited amount of profit in this world due to doing whatever he wants without following the Creator's prohibitions. But after death, he will have to suffer punishment for an infinite time. That is, if God exists, then the believer will receive infinite profit in exchange for limited loss. And the unbeliever will receive infinite loss in exchange for a limited profit. If there is no creator, since there is nothing after death, and this ordinary life is all, believers will suffer a limited amount of loss in this limited life due to following the commandments and prohibitions. An unbeliever will gain a limited amount in this ordinary life due to doing whatever they want without following the prohibitions. So for a believer, there are two possible sets of outcomes in this bet. Loss for a limited time, then reward for an infinite time, or loss for a limited time, then nothingness. For an unbeliever, there are two possible outcomes. Profit for a limited time, then punishment for an infinite time, or profit for a limited time, then nothingness. So if there is no creator, then the outcome after death is the same for both believers and unbelievers, nothingness. But if there is a creator, then the reward for the believer is infinite, while the punishment of the unbeliever is infinite. Then only one thing can settle this debate, and that is proved through an after-death experiments, which many call eschatological verification. In that case, if the possibilities after death are number one, there is a creator or an afterlife, or number two, nothing exists or oblivion. Then if number one is true, the believers will be proven right. And if number two is true, the atheist will be proven right. The interesting thing is that if the possible outcome is this second one, then what can we say for sure is, number one, even if believers are wrong, they will never know that they were wrong. Because there is nothing after death, there is only emptiness. Number two, even if atheists are right, they will never know that they were right. Because there is nothing after death. There is only emptiness. So it is impossible to prove or verify atheism from a scientific and philosophical point of view. Then in the light of logic, we can say that it is more logical to be a believer than to be an atheist.